Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is my first video, so I'm choosing a topic. I have another channel, primarily music, but I'm switching gears here. Just want to jump right in and discuss what I'm seeing in today's world, as we all might be seeing, but some may just choose to be ignorant to what's going on. So I'm noticing a lot of young people doing horrible things. I'm in Ohio, and there was a case in Cleveland of a 9 and 8-year-old who pretty much raped a 5-year-old girl. Uh, they did some horrible things to her. Uh, Things that are really tough to talk about, but people are wondering why it happened. And bottom line is, it comes to the parents. Seeing how people just let their kids do whatever they want, essentially. You can try to be a parent, but these kids are being sucked in by social media and tablets and all this other stuff. The internet is very toxic, and I'm scared to say what the next generations are going to bring for us when we're old and we rely on these kids to run our world. I just saw another story of a lady being robbed, old elderly lady being robbed at gunpoint for her car at a senior citizen home. When we were younger, we didn't mess with old people. It just wasn't that. These kids have zero disrespect, zero respect, I should say. They just don't care. They don't care. They're coming out as demons, mad at the world. Just be mindful and be ready for what's to come, because it's only getting worse. Almost like humanity itself needs a reset. I think we've hit the climax of civilization. I do believe civilization has been on a steady decline since 9/11. Everything has gotten worse, and that's why people aren't happy. Yesterday, even like it's adults having problems, obviously, as well. Like I'm driving, minding my own business. God forbid you do the speed limit in the slow lane. This lady comes pulling up on me, blowing her horn. She gets in front of me, flips me off, and I try to merge around her. She wouldn't let me merge. It's like, what is this world coming to? I'm scared for my own family to drive around. Like, what if that was my wife and my kids in the car and she pulled some crap like that? And it's just like, what gives people the audacity to act like that? Because you don't know who I am. You don't know what I'm capable of. What if I was an off-duty cop? What people don't care. They just don't have nothing to lose. And a lot of us do have things to lose. A lot of us do care. And luckily, I'm one of those guys, because if I didn't have shit to lose, it would have just been like throwing gas on a fire, essentially. So I just wanted to make this video about the topic of mental health in America has come to an all-time low. And I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir on this one, but it's horrible. In our everyday lives, we see it. And everything is about me. Everyone's the star of the movie. No one wants to, help each other, love each other, have a good community. I'm very scared for my generation, or my kids' generation. Who knows what the world would be, because it's only getting worse and worse. And it's like, when is enough enough? And it's to the point where they're setting up these flock cameras and everything else, and it's like, well, you look at the crime going on. You have people doing crazy things. It's becoming a police state, and the people are giving them a reason to do it. So I'm going to make this a short video. I'll be back on later. And if you're, just please, just teach your kids how cruel this world is. Don't let them learn the hard way. You have to prepare them for how cold and cruel this world is. You guys be safe and take care.